Welcome to Week 7's Big Ass Coin Picks. I'm running low on time this week, so I didn't change this week's background. Last week saw the US CGA 2009 coin suck butt again, and now has a 0-2 record against the massive brain. It also saw its game win-loss record fall to 9-18 for a really bad 33% winning average. Overall, the Big Ass coin is now 2-4 versus the massive brain, and has a total game win-loss record of 37-48. Can it get any worse? Let's see what this week's picks look like. Alright, here's the heads, and here is the tails. And our first game this week features Seattle Seahawks playing in Cleveland, with Cleveland as a 3-point favorite. Nothing I can really add to that. So we start off with our first flip of the week. It's tails. Seattle. Seattle will use their 3 points to beat Cleveland. And our next game, Atlanta goes to Detroit. And it finally came to an end. Detroit's undefeated season, as we expected, did not last. I didn't think San Francisco would be the team to do it, but I guess they're better than I thought. But now Detroit's going. Atlanta's coming to Detroit. Detroit has a 3.5 point edge, and I don't know. It could be that Detroit, now that the bubbles burst, maybe they're going to lose a few in a row here. Let's see what the coin has to say. Oh, the coin picks Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta is a good team with a tough schedule. And they keep losing, but they're playing good teams. Tennessee and Houston. I guess that's an interesting game if you live in that part of the country, but it doesn't do much for me. And the odds makers have Tennessee up by 3, and the coin says we won't know for a few minutes here because the coin fell behind the computer. And I'm getting it. And I got it. And we're going to do it again. Try that one more time. Tennessee and Houston. Coin goes with tails again. That's 3 in a row, and that is for Houston. All right. Here we go with the suck game of the week. Broncos going into Miami, and get this, Miami's actually the favorite by 2 points. I don't think we're going to see that again for the rest of the season. To be honest with you, I don't think Miami's going to win this season. They scored 6 points last week. Nah, I don't see them being the favorite at all. But the coin weighs in. Oh, that was a close one. And picks Miami. Picks Miami to win by more than 2 points. That's crazy. Okay, here's a pretty good game. Very good game. I might even be tempted to call this the game of the week. It's the Chargers and the Jets playing in New Jersey, and New Jersey's favored by 2, and that sounds sounds about right to me. I mean, San Diego's 4-1, but they've got about the weakest schedule you've ever seen. So they're kind of like 4-1, but really kind of a, I don't know, 3-2 team. Anyways, here's the coin flip. Oh, wow. Almost took a chunk out of the table here. Let's try it again. And it's going to go with the Chargers. Not a bad call. I like the Chargers. Now we've got Chicago going to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay beat New Orleans last week. That was pretty impressive. But they've only got Tampa Bay favored by 1 point. I don't get that because I don't think Chicago's a very strong team. So if the coin has any brains, it will pick Tampa. Missed again. Okay, here we go. Tampa. One thing you have to realize is this really is a big ass coin. I mean, you can't really flip it like a regular quarter. You know, this thing is probably, I don't know, at least twice the diameter of a quarter, and probably weighs 5 to 6 times, probably 10 times as much as a quarter. Keeps me in shape. All right, Washington going to Carolina. Carolina 2.5-point favorite. I don't know. Who cares? Let's see what the coin does. Ah, missed again. And we bumped into the camera. And we're going to try it again. Here's the flip. Wow, a lot of tails coming up. And that's Washington. And now we're come to the game of the week. And it's not that... Well, Oakland's pretty good this year, but Kansas City's not. But it's like classic. It's the ultimate classic as far as I'm concerned. Oakland, Kansas City, Len Dawson or something like that, and Daryl LaMonica. Old school, man. Here we go. Oh, Oakland. Nice pick. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Oakland is favored by 4.5. I think that's a kind of a given, if you ask me. So the coin makes a good pick, in my opinion. And now we go with Pittsburgh going to Arizona. Arizona's just an awful team. Pittsburgh is favored by 3.5. They should be able to do that. Here's the flip. Oh, Pittsburgh, yes. It kind of wanted to go with Arizona and changed its mind at the last second. Okay. Here's another old school classic. Rams. Rams, Dallas. Not so much the St. Louis Rams, but when they were the LA Rams. And I believe Dallas is favored by 13. I don't think so. Personally, St. Louis is pretty bad, but Dallas isn't so good. Oh, coin. Coin's going to break the computer the next time. Here we go. In and out. Man, come on, coin. Settle down. Tails, that's St. Louis. All right, here's a black and blue division game. Green Bay going into Minnesota. Now get this, Minnesota sucks, and Green Bay is the best team in the league. And Green Bay killed St. Louis last week, and now they've only got Green Bay by 9 points. I'm going to... 9 points, and I'm still going to go with Green Bay. I don't know how it's not 14 or more. Here's the... Oops, that wasn't going to work. Let's try it again. Here's the flip. Whoa, Minnesota. Coin has a little bit more confidence in the Purple People Eaters than I do. Poor Indianapolis. Heading into New Orleans. New Orleans has a 14-point, biggest spread of the week. 14 points for New Orleans. Indianapolis, God love them. They're not going to win, but you know what? I think they're going to keep it closer than 14. They seem to do it every single week. So I'm going with Indianapolis. Let's see what the coin does. Coin goes with New Orleans. And now our final game of the week. Only 13 games in the bye weeks. Baltimore in Jacksonville. Baltimore 8-point favorites. I don't know. I don't care. Let's see what the coin says. It picks Jacksonville. And there's this week's picks from the big ass coin. And here's the summary with the Big Ass Coins picks in red. Red, as in emergency. We need to win this week. Be sure to check back in a few days and see how we did.